Andrew here from Underground Training, and in today's video we're going to have a look at where the jobs are, and we're also going to talk about how these are performance-based jobs. So if you can't perform, you won't end up having a job. So in case you've been living under a rock, the only place the mining industry actually needs new starters at the moment is in the hard rock underground gold and copper mines around the country and exploration. So if you type underground into Seek, you'll see all the jobs come up, and there's lots of entry-level jobs all over the country, as you can see. And truth be told, any truck driving job underground at the moment is an entry-level job. And if you type drillers offsider in, you will see all the other jobs come up that they need entry-level people for. Now, the surface drillers offsider jobs, everybody knows my feelings on that. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. If you're trying to get in, have a look at the underground driller offsider jobs. They're a lot better, a lot more civilized. But for the best mining career, you want to jump in as a nipper or a truck driver or a member of service crew or an AGI operator and then go from there. If you've got to do 6 months as a driller's offsider to start with before you can make your way over to the main crew, lots of people do that. Or if you want to try and become a diamond driller from a diamond driller offsider, people can do that in a couple of years, but just understand that you can't go from a diamond driller to a jumbo operator. If you want to become a jumbo operator, so chase down that top job, then you have to go through the crew to get there. If we jump over and we have a look at the gold price, unfortunately, YouTube's got it through its head that we're a financial channel when we're actually a mining training channel that looks at the gold price because that's what's driving anything at the moment. So if you're looking at the video and it comes up in your finance section, you'll know why. And if you can like and subscribe, that would be wonderful. Liking the video apparently makes a huge difference to how many people it gets shown to. So if you like what we're doing, please press the like button. And if we jump over, and this is our mining map with all the gold and copper mines around Australia that actually need people, you can see there's so many mines around the country that are actually looking for people. But unfortunately, what happens is that we get a whole heap of people that jump into the industry without actually knowing how the industry works or what's going to be expected of them on site. I think the biggest mistake that I see people make is that they jump into it thinking it's just any other job and that it's not a performance-based job where they're held accountable for what they do. I see a lot of people sort of jump into it and try and treat it like a council job or a factory job, and when you do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. What they really want out of their new starters is people that they can throw in the deep end. That means that you need to know how the mining cycle works. So the employer wants you to know how to drill it, charge it, fire it, bog it out, put the ground support in, make the levels, turn them into stopes, backfill it all with paste and leave it how we found it. The secret to getting your job is being able to speak the language, showing them that you understand the systems of work and the culture. That's how you're going to get your mining job. We're not selling a dream, we're selling you reality so you can go and hunt up your first mining job, because there's lots of employers that are all looking for people that know how it all works. One of the big frustrations that I have with all this is people not understanding the mining qualifications. If you come over to our Underground Training website and go into the new starters column, it's the second one down, it's the qualifications, and we put this page together just to show people what you actually need and what you don't need and why the rules are structured the way they are. And these are the rules that all the employers around the country actually have to follow. These are the WA ones, but all the other inspectorates have something very similar in their mining safety regs. And so this means that the employer has to be able to prove that they've trained you on site when they onboard you. That's why you can't go down to TAFE and enroll in a training course. That's why ours is the only non-company course in the country that you can do that actually teaches you how it all works. So if you sign up for a DIY or a 3-step plan or a work ready, it goes through all the basic mining operation skills that you want. It's got service crew, truck, nipper and other important duties, and there's full instructions on how to redo your resume in the back of the Australian Mining Seminar. Employers are looking for people all over the country. You just have to type underground into Seek to see that. But they want people that they can throw in the deep end. If they can't throw you in the deep end, and it's going to take 2 to 3 months to get you up to speed, then you're one of the people that will probably get turned over, because unfortunately when people go in green, so they've got no mining knowledge on day one, then all the employers turn over more than 50% of the new starters. That's why there's so many of these job ads come up, and anybody that's followed the job ads for any length of time will know it's the same employers looking for the same people over and over again. That's because they get a whole heap of people turn up and fail. And one of the things that they all say is that it's not what I thought it was going to be. When they turn up and they only last less than a month, on the way out the door, they all say the same thing. It's not what I thought it was going to be. So if you actually can hold a proper conversation with the foreman in the interview about how it actually is and what is required of you, it takes all that off the table. And that's what gives you the advantage to get yourself the job. There's jobs all over the country. You just have to give the employers what they want, somebody that knows how the mine works. So if you're trying to get into the industry, check out the training at undergroundtraining.com.au. If you want to have a look at some of the videos that we've done, if you jump over to the YouTube channel and have a look at this one, how they teach you how to drive an underground truck on site, that's a really good one to go through. It shows you everything that they're going to do with you on site. And this is another good one that I posted the other day. It's the 3 types of people that will train you in the boom. Because unfortunately, with all the mines opening up, the experience level is very low. So chances are, when you get to site, the person that's going to be training you has only just been trained themselves. And that's how things go wrong. And like I said in all the other videos, this isn't an employer problem. This is just the circumstances that everybody finds themselves in with the system that they're forced to use. So if you're trying to get in, learn how it all works. It just puts you 6 to 8 weeks ahead of everybody else that they're looking at for these jobs, and it's going to be your way in. Speaking the language, that's the secret to getting a mining job. You can check out the training at undergroundtraining.com.au, or if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video.